are back with our Q&A video.
You asked questions on our YouTube channel and our Instagrams, and we are now going to answer them.
We are. We took a bunch of your questions and picked the ones we felt were most important. So let's get started. How did we know we liked girls? Want me to go first?
You can go first.
Mrs. Rothy. She was my teacher in grade school. Oh my god, she's beautiful. She's really, really pretty. Just like long brown hair. Her makeup was always done. She's so pretty. And I used to stare at her. She used to tell me that I was doing so well in math. I would get nervous. I had a huge crush on her.
Okay.
She's probably gonna watch this.
No.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Thanks, Rothy.
Alright. I first knew in, I would say, first grade. I had like my little girl crushes and my little girlfriends in my class.
Oh.
And I was the only Jewish kid at a little Catholic school. So probably shouldn't be having girlfriends. That's okay.
So cute.
But that's when I first knew.
How did you come out to your parents? Want me to start?
You can start.
Okay. Actually, my mother is a lesbian, so growing up, I was in a very like liberal, I guess you could say liberal, open-minded household. You would think it would be easy for me to come out because of those circumstances, but I think just growing up in general, as your parents, you're still gonna be a little shy around them, kind of hesitant. So I actually didn't come out until I was 20. It was something as simple. I think we were about to go to dinner and I told my mom that I was dating a girl and it kind of just passed her. She said, "Oh, really? What's her name?" Asked her name. I said it. She said, "Oh, okay, let's go here to eat." And it was like, that was it. It was just another conversation in the car. It wasn't anything too crazy. So I got lucky.
I was not so lucky. So I came out when I was 15, so I was kind of a baby. That's when I had my first girlfriend also. I was actually in the car. My dad and my brother were the first people I told. And we were in a car going to Ohio. Quite a long trip, actually. Terrible time to come out. And I told my dad and my brother, and they reacted really terribly to it. And they didn't talk to me for the whole car ride. I think maybe a little bit, but my brother was just like really angry and my dad was angry, and he pretty much said like if I didn't tell my mom that he was gonna tell her. So at that point I felt like, all right, I gotta tell her, I guess. But the reason why I told him was because I felt most comfortable talking to him. We were really close and stuff. So it's really disappointing that he didn't react well. So then I ended up telling my mom, and we were just in the car, just me and her, and I told her, and at first she reacted really well, and she was like, "I love you no matter what, it's fine, like, it's cool." And then I guess the next day it kind of just really like kicked in, and she was really upset, and she was really, I guess, like angry and disappointed, and didn't work out so well. She like made me take off all my bracelets because they were colorful, and she thought I was like representing something that I shouldn't be, and I had to go to like religious studies, and she took away like all my clothes and called me names, and it was really bad. It was really bad. But my stepdad, he responded really well, and so did my stepmom too. So they kind of eased my parents into like becoming more supportive about it. And I think it just took time for them to realize like she's the same, it's just a little different now, but they're amazing now. So
yes, oh my gosh.
I don't hold that against them
freaking
at
awesome.
all.
I love her parents.
I don't have any grudges.
No
grudges.
Nothing.
Like
they're awesome.
They're amazing.
They're so
I love
supportive.
them so much. And it was just an experience that some people face, and it gets better though.
There's different types of families and different parents react a certain way, but it's not it may feel like the end of the world, I guess you could say.
It does.
It could feel like the
moment.
end of the world in the moment. I mean, I have family members, obviously, that I wasn't too excited to tell. But no, everyone deals with it differently, and
I think it's just really important to understand that initially they might not react very well, but they might come around to it, and they might.
It is possible.
You know, like, for my parents are a perfect example. Like, they're the most supportive, the most, like, liberal, and so for it now, and they're really amazing. Just know that if your parents don't react well in the beginning, they might in the end. It's okay.
It's okay. Okay, next question. How did you guys meet? How did we meet? Okay, I actually was go-go dancing at the time in West Hollywood, and I was up there feeling music, dancing, and this group of girls walks in, and I see Alicia. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Seriously, like, I never seen a girl that looked like her in LA at all. I was like, ooh, oh my gosh. No, I really was, like, so excited. And then in the group, we had a mutual friend. She comes up, she says hi to me. Oh, these are my friends from Chicago. I was like, oh my gosh, like a little girl. Oh, you know her? So I like meet everyone, I give each other hugs, blah, blah. I look at her, I grab her chin, and I'm like, you're cute. That's how I got you.
Oh my gosh. And that moment I was like, wow, this go-go dancer is pretty bomb.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, like, looking at an Instagram page. I was a little stalker, just kidding. But I remember looking at a page and seeing Alyssa's Instagram, and because she was on, of course, she was a dancer, and she was on a few of the pages. And I remember telling one of my friends from LA that I was visiting, I was like, dude, I need that girl. Like, next time I come out to LA, like, I want to meet that girl again. And we were at Juicy.
Maybe like 4 months after us meeting. Yeah, like 4 months after. I was... Okay, I did not want to go out that night. I was so tired, and I was like out of it. I didn't want to drink. I didn't want to party. My friend's mother was in town, and she brought her to the club that night. And she's like, come on, my mom is here. Like, when is she ever going to be able to party with us? And I sucked it up, got ready, went out, chilling on the patio. This girl walks up to me.
And I walk up to Alyssa, and I have absolutely no game at all. I kind of was just like, oh, I'm going to talk to her. And so I went up to her, and I was like, hey, I'm Alicia. And she was like, Alyssa. And I was like, no, it's Alicia, not Alyssa, Alicia. And she was like, no, my name is Alyssa. Like, don't you get it?
No, so she's like, we're going back and forth, and we're like laughing, so it's like a good little like icebreaker, you could say. And then she starts talking to me, like small talking me, and I cut her off, and I'm like, didn't I already meet you? Deer in headlights.
Yikes.
She didn't think that I would remember her. Like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Of course I remembered her. So that, I guess, for me, that was like, that was it. I was comfortable. I already met you. Like, hey, let's just start talking. We were in there. We didn't know what we were talking about on the patio. The music was loud. And then towards the end of the night, I was like, hey, like my friend's DJing. Come to the front with me. So I take her by the stage, and we're standing there. So cute. She asked me if I wanted to dance. And I was like, yeah, let's dance. As soon as we get on the dance floor, song cuts off, lights turn on. End of the night, we did not get to dance.
That's okay.
It's okay. But
I
then,
suck at dancing, so it doesn't matter.
You don't suck. But you know what? It was fine. I was like, you know what? She's really sweet. She's cool. You should take my number down. I'm dancing tomorrow. You should come out.
So then I went to her next event.
She came out.
The following night.
She came out.
And
she brought me water.
I brought her water.
Cutest thing.
That's okay.
And then
we won't talk about that.
It was cute. Anyway, then after that, we hung out the following day. So it was 3 days of seeing each other. So much fun. We went to a drag show. End of the night, we had our first kiss. I didn't want her to go. She was going to Chicago the next day. I literally had one solid night of hanging out with her. We're texting all night. I said, I don't want you to go home. How about I take you to lunch? I'll take you to the airport. Very bold move. I was like, oh, is she going to say no? She said yes. We went to go eat. I took her to the airport and we said goodbye.
And then we just started texting from there and
texting and Skyping and talking. It was 3 months of just solid, just every day, waking up to text messages, phone calls all hours of the night. And then after 3 months of that, she came to stay with me for a month.
And that's when you guys saw our first video.
And that was our first video, our first month together.
And now we're
here.
Together.
2 years later. Okay. Were either of you shy or reserved during the first visit? Or were we confident? Oh my gosh, I was so scared.
Yeah, I was really shy.
We knew each other in and out. Those 3 months of talking, we shared some things we probably wouldn't share within the first 3 months on a regular basis when you're dating someone. She knew me and I was very vulnerable and she was very vulnerable. So I think that's why we were really scared and nervous. But after the first day, it was awesome. It was as if we saw each other every day and we're just so comfortable. Did your family support your relationship at first? Yes. I'd like to say so.
I would say so also, yeah. Definitely.
Tell us about meeting parents. Well, I met her parents first. My August visit, our second video, when I came to Chicago. I was so nervous. I get so nervous when I meet the parents. And you know what? I think it's because I was dating her. When I meet my friends' parents, I'm so cool. I'm like, oh, I love your parents. Just talk to them. It's fine. But meeting her parents, I was so scared. I wanted to make the right impression. I wanted them to like me. I didn't want to be too loud. I didn't know how to act. I think I did okay.
You did good.
It was good. After the first day, her mom was inviting me out with the family and it was good. It was fun. I liked it.
And then when I met Alyssa's mom,
New Year's.
Yeah, it was pretty chill. Was it on New Year's?
It was a New Year's visit.
Yeah.
No, my birthday. My birthday weekend.
It was your birthday weekend? Yeah. Alyssa's mom is amazing. She's really easy to get along with. So when I first met her, I really wasn't too scared. I mean, of course, I'm going to be cautious about what I say because I want to feel her out first. That's just how I always am. But she's really easy to get along with, so I felt really comfortable really quickly.
She loves you.
Yeah, I love her too.
Okay, where am I? Who said I love you first?
You did.
I did. Oh my gosh. Let me just tell you. Do not assume that the other person is gonna say it or they're not gonna say it. There is no assuming, there is no expectations. If you feel that way, I say go for it. I always think that you should just go for it. I didn't know if she's gonna say it back. But she did. Oh, yeah. My heart was racing.
I actually wanted to say it the whole time and I really was feeling it for a while, but I didn't think Alyssa felt the same way, so I didn't want to say it because I was scared. I was really scared.
Yeah, I was too. I actually said it laying down in the dark in bed, I love you. And she said it back.
And then I remember her saying, you don't have to say it back, it's okay. And I was like, no, I've been waiting so long, I've been wanting to say it, so it was perfect.
It was awesome. It felt good to get it out there. Hardest part about LDR, how did you cope with the distance?
Like we said before, we did a lot of communication. Well, we had a lot of communication.
That's probably the hardest part.
Yeah, definitely the hardest, I would say. But it was all through Skype and FaceTime and phone calls and texting, and it's just really important to stay on top of that. Yeah,
because the hardest part is you cannot see each other in person. So you need to work with what you got. Technology. Do we recommend LDR? You know what? It's not for everyone. I'll admit it.
It requires so much trust and
so much
communication.
You have to be good at talking because it's gonna get kind of boring if you're just on the phone and there's silence. Definitely. You have to be able to talk about everything and everything. You have to be open and trust. Oh my gosh. That's like the biggest thing. You can't just drive to the other person's house or just go see them. You kind of just have to take everything they say, believe it, understand it. People get busy, especially with different time zones. There's different schedules. You're not always going to be able to talk to them when they want you to talk to them. So it could be frustrating at times because you just want that person, but you know what? That's what you have to work with. So I do recommend it. Try it. If you don't like it, it's not for you. But it works out for some people. Do we fight? How do we stay strong? Of course we fight. We're people. We're normal, healthy relationships. You fight. That's bottom line.
I think the most important thing to do, though, when you get into a relationship is kind of define lines. You want to make sure that there's lines that won't be crossed even when you're fighting. So,
absolutely, boundaries,
like, you know, some of them might be like you don't curse at one another, or you don't call each other names, or things like that are really important because you can lose the line of respect, and that's important when you're fighting.
Once that line is crossed, you do not go back. It just escalates from there. Like, seriously, I've seen couples, it starts off, it's very sweet, starts with the language just thickens, and it just gets to the point where you're just calling each other every name in the book, and you can't go back to that sweet beginning, and so definitely
define some lines and
make some rules. We actually went over rules when we first got together. We're not doing this. You're doing this. Yeah.
And communicate. When you get into a fight, it's really important that you figure out why you guys are fighting, how you can fix it.
Yeah.
And compromise.
Most of the times we fight and then like we get over it really fast. Someone says something and we start laughing or.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's usually stupid fights. It's not even something that's worth anything.
For sure.
Do you plan on getting married?
Yes, eventually we would love to get married.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get married. I'm excited. I want to plan it. I'm excited for that.
But we want to wait a little bit. We want to both have our careers developed and feel like we're ready to have something nice and extravagant.
Yes, I want a big wedding. Ooh, big.
Yeah.
I want it so pretty, and I want candles, and flowers, and a huge cake. And a big old dress.
We have a lot of family too, so
yes,
it's gonna be expensive.
That's why we gotta wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want kids? How many? Yes, we want kids.
2.
We actually have baby fever. Lately, we have been. Every time we're out, ooh, look at that baby! Oh my God, that baby looks like us. Oh my gosh, our baby's gonna look like this. Like on Instagram, looking at little mixed babies and just.
Yeah, we're actually guilty of looking through the baby clothes at like every store also.
Every time we go to the mall. If there is a baby department, we go in there.
And we're like, we're gonna put this on him, or...
Oh, they get the little peanuts and like little joggers and the legs like this big.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Love them.
Baby fever. But yeah, we want children. We actually talked about it. Should we tell them like our plan?
Yeah, why not?
You know, obviously, we cannot create a baby on our own.
I wish.
It's really sad. I really wish we could. But we thought it would be beautiful if I carried first using a donor and Alicia's eggs. And our second child, she would carry with a donor and my eggs. That way, each child has a part of both mommies. It's not just, oh, I have a donor, I had the child, my eggs, my genetics. No, we want to share this. We're both parents. It's both our child. So we definitely, oh, I'm so excited.
Both our children.
It's going to be a lot of money. So it's definitely not happening like next year. But
yeah.
And we still have time.
We're young. I'm young.
You said you're young.
I'm kidding.
No, my plan is to have children in like early 30s anyway. Who has kids in their 20s? Oh, come on.
Some people do. Just not us.
Okay. What made us decide? I like this question. What made us decide this is the woman I want to race wheelchairs with? Oh my God, that's gonna be us. I'm totally gonna race you in a wheelchair.
I'm gonna have the faster one. It's okay.
I
The electric one.
I got. That's cheating. What made you decide?
I mean, we fell in love, and I feel like Alyssa's my soulmate, so...
You feel?
No. I know.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. What made you decide? I can honestly say I have never felt this way about anyone. I've never loved anyone this way. I've never, like, it's really, really hard to describe how I feel about her. My heart gets, like, warm. No, I'm serious. It's really hard to describe. I've never felt this way, so I know it's love. I think that's how you know what love is, because it's something that you've never experienced. And that is how you make me feel. I'm like a loss for words. That's what love is. I don't even know how to say it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that I want to race wheelchairs with her.
And I'm going to win. But I'm going to be happy.
Always competitive. She's always competitive. Seriously. By the way, she sucks at video games. I always win.
Why are you lying to me? Why are you lying?
Okay, next question. Now that we live together, do we still get butterflies around each other? Yes. Oh, sometimes I'm going to share this with them. Sometimes I just wake up in the morning and she's laying there, and when she sleeps, she puts her hands like this, and her little mouth is like scrunched up, and her hair is like all sticking up, and she's sleeping so peacefully, and I just want to like squeeze her face and kiss her, and I don't even care if she has bad breath. I just like want to squeeze your face and kiss you because she's so cute, and I get so excited when I see her. It was so corny, but
that was really cute, actually.
I just get excited when I see her. So yeah, definitely.
I do too. When Alyssa comes home from work, I definitely have butterflies, or when she's like texting me saying she's on her way, I get really excited. Sometimes I'll like freshen up a little bit, so be alright.
Yeah, or she'll scream. Like today when I came home from work, I came upstairs, she's like, Alyssa!
I don't scream,
Yes,
Alyssa.
you do. It's so cute. She's like, Alyssa, you're here. And you hug me, and it's great. I love coming home to that. It's awesome. Besides California and Illinois, where is one place you would like to live? Honestly, somewhere hot, though. I cannot do cold weather. Ooh, maybe like Florida.
I'm kind of scared of alligators, though, and crocodiles.
They're not everywhere. You can live in areas where they're not. You're not gonna wake up and they're gonna be on your doorstep. I would like to live in Florida. I think that would be kind of cool.
Florida would be cool.
Ooh, or Hawaii.
Or Hawaii would be dope.
So beautiful.
Why not?
Why not? Best memory together.
I think the first month that I was in California, like as a whole,
Our very first month together.
First month together was our best memory.
I agree. That is my best memory. It's
Definitely.
a whole month of memories, but it is just one jumbled memory.
Yes,
something
definitely.
that I've never experienced and we can never experience again. It's like our first. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Most memorable date.
Wow. That's really hard.
We've gone on a lot of dates. We still go on dates. Like dress up and go out. It feels good to go on dates.
But what's our most memorable one?
What's your most memorable one? We have a lot.
Totally. I would say maybe like the first date that Alyssa and I had our first kiss. That one was definitely most memorable. I mean, it was our first
really
kiss.
good.
So
yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was a drag show. So romantic.
Yeah, and then we got tacos after.
Like 2 in the morning.
Yeah. Memorable.
Where do you see yourselves in 5 years? Married?
Hopefully.
Working on first child.
Yeah, hopefully we're like I said, hopefully we have our careers developed and
in California.
In California, definitely.
In California. Honestly, yeah. I don't know if you'll be teaching. I see you speech pathologist in Hollywood and esthetician doing Botox in Hollywood.
Remember that.
Yeah, remember that if you need your
We'll
lips
see.
filled.
Yeah, we'll see. that's ideally where we'd like to be.
Just
So
happy in sunny California.
for sure.
Ready?
Mhm.
Alyssa, is it hard being away from your family? How did they react to you moving? I will admit it is very hard being away from my family. Living in California, I didn't live with my mother, so I didn't see her like every single day, but it was more convenient. She was just a 45-minute drive away from me. If I wanted to go see her on the weekend, I could. If I wanted to go see her before work, I could. So now just being able to see her through a screen on my little phone is really difficult. I also used to nanny for my nephews, so I used to see them almost every day. Being away from them is very, very hard. I do miss them. I love them so much. They love me, and they were so supportive when I said I was going to move. They were, all of them, thrilled. Of course, they said they were going to miss me, but they want me to be happy. So it was a very positive move. Everyone was excited.
I think
it was what?
They knew we were coming back. So.
Yeah, it wasn't a permanent move, so they're like, we'll see you, and visit, and yeah. So I do miss my family. It was hard, but I've seen them. I've seen them more than once since I moved here, so that was good. Okay, this one's for you. What inspired you to go into special ed, and what group would you like to work with?
In high school, I worked with an adaptive gym program. It was a classroom of mostly like self-contained, and I absolutely loved it. I also worked with best buddies and just fell in love with individuals with disabilities. And the group that I would like to work with is high school, a self-contained classroom, so individuals with more like cognitive and intellectual disabilities, low incidence disabilities, so like Down syndrome and autism, CP, things like that.
Okay. Yeah. So that's for me. How often do you visit California? Actually, not enough. It hasn't been a year yet that I've moved, but I've only seen my family twice. So I would really like to work on that. I work a lot. It's really hard just to take off a weekend here and there every month. It gets really expensive too to travel. So definitely this summer I'm going to see them again, possibly next month. But gonna have to see them way more than twice a year. That's not enough. Next question. Okay, this isn't a question. Our advice on coming out. You just wanted to address this part one more time. Do you want to start? Do you want me to start?
I think it's really important to come out when you feel you're ready. I wouldn't let any pressure from anyone else make you do it, because it's really important that you're in a state where you're ready to accept people that aren't going to accept you and people that are. So
yes, definitely. There is no right or wrong time. There's no appropriate age. You don't have to come out as soon as you feel a certain way, or you don't have to feel that you're too old to not be true to yourself. Or there is no time. There's no time frame. There's no certain individual you need to tell. It's whenever you're ready, whoever you're most comfortable with, and whoever you trust, because that is a part of you that you are sharing, and you need to, I mean, it's scary. It's scary. You don't know how they're going to react. They can react in any way, so you need to be ready, you need to be strong. So definitely when you're ready on your time, your terms, that's when you should do it.
And like we said, it's important to stress this, that there are going to be people that accept you and there are going to be people that don't. So.
Oh, absolutely. We've both had our share of people not accepting us who we don't even talk to anymore. So, but there are people out there that will accept you, and it's okay.
So we just want to say that we appreciate all of the love and support on social media.
Yes, we love all your collages and your fan pics, so please don't be shy. Tag us. We want to see everything.
Definitely. And we've had this before, but if you see us out in public, please say hi to us. We would love to meet you all.
Yes, we're fun. We're goofy. Say hi to
very
us.
nice.
Don't be shy.
For sure.
We want to meet you guys.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for watching. I hope it wasn't too boring. I hope we kept your interest. It's kind of long, but yeah, now you guys know a little bit more about us. So thank you. We love you guys. Bye.
If you wanna train me like an animal, better keep your eye on my every move.